Hello friends, this is Gangadhar from the Max Ganga. In this video I am going to discuss about the basic terms of geometry. Already in geometry 1 and geometry 2 we discussed about the structure of geometry as well as the point about geometry. Now in this video I am going to discuss about the basic terms of geometry, and these are the terms which we are going to discuss in this session. See, the first thing is a space. What is a space? See, if you think space, this complete universe, the complete emptiness is nothing but space. So space is just the complete emptiness of this universe. So everything, living, non-living, objects, everything are there in this space. So the complete emptiness is usually called as space. As we discussed in the last class, that is second part of geometry, point is mentioned as a very minute place of this space. So in this space, if you are going to address a very minute place, then that is termed as point. Point is very minute. Almost it is not possible to imagine such a minute place. Such a minute place is usually termed as point, and those are indicated by the capital English alphabets. These all things we are discussed in the last video. Now, space is nothing but the complete emptiness. Coming to the second term, which is nothing but plane. What is a plane? Here in geometry, we consider a flat surface which is extending indefinitely in all the directions is called a plane. Imagine white paper in your hands. If it extends indefinitely in all the directions, then that is a plane. See, here we have the whiteboard here. If this whiteboard extends indefinitely in all the directions, that is a plane. Okay, see, since a flat surface which is extending indefinitely in all the directions, extending indefinitely, see, there is no definiteness in the extension. So, we don't have a perfect example for the plane. We don't have a plane in the universe. Okay, we don't consider a plane like this. Plane is an ideal concept, but the paper which is extending indefinitely, the board, the walls of the room, the floors of the room, all these are the examples for the parts of the plane. See, this board is a part of the plane. If this board extends indefinitely in all the directions, then it becomes a plane. See, usually we are not able to consider this board if it extends indefinitely in all the directions. So, we discuss usually about the part of the planes. So, this board is a part of the plane. Paper which is there in your hands is a part of the plane. A flat surface, floor, everything are the parts of the planes. Right? See, if you imagine this wall is one plane and this opposite wall is another plane. The floor is one plane. White paper is one plane. Your plank is a part of the plane. All these are the examples for the parts of the planes. Right? So the first thing is space and the second thing is plane. Now coming to line segment. See, if you observe once again about the plane consists of uncountable number of points. Okay. What are there on the plane? Uncountable number of points. If you observe on the plane, there are uncountable number of points. Right? See this board, part of the plane. See, if you imagine this board consists of infinite number of uncountable number of points. Among all those points, if you mark any 2 points like this, one as A and other as B, these are 2 points on this plane. See, if these are the 2 points on this plane, then there are different ways to reach B from A. See, this is one of the way, this is another way to reach B from A, and this is another way to reach B from A. See, all these are different routes to reach B from A. Among all these the routes, one is the shortest and this is the shortest. This is the shortest route to reach B from A. And on this shortest route also, what we have? We have all points. See, the collection of the points on the shortest path from between two fixed points A and B is called the line segment. So what is a line segment? Line segment is a collection of points. Which type of collection it is? The collection of points on the shortest path between two fixed points of the plane is called the line segment. See, the line segment starts at A, ends at B, and all the collection of points on the shortest path is called the line segment. And this line segment is usually indicated as symbolically like this. Okay, since it is starting at A, ending at B, we are indicating like this. So, line segment is the collection of points on the shortest path between two fixed points A and B. And after discussion of line segment, we need to know about a line. See, for example, if you have 2 points A and B on a plane, as we discussed, this shortest path, collection of the points on the shortest path is the line segment. Now, if you extend this line segment indefinitely in both the directions, if you extend it like this, if you extend this line segment indefinitely, there is no end for that line. See, if you extend this line segment indefinitely in both the directions, then we call it as a line. So, line is an extension of line segment in two directions, right? See, so this, since it's extending in this direction as well as in that direction, this line segment has no endpoints. We don't have any endpoints for the line. Line segment has endpoints like A to B, whereas line has no endpoints. Since it has no endpoints, we will mark the symbolical notation for the line as two-sided arrow on that AB. As well as we also use small English alphabets to name a line. If you say this line as L, then name it as like L. Okay, so line segment is the shortest path, whereas line is the extension of that line segment in both the directions, right? And the next thing is ray. Ray is also a part of the line. See, for suppose if you have a line segment from A to B, instead of extending this line segment in both the directions, if you extend in only one direction, then we call it as a ray. See, ray is starting at A, but it won't have an end point. See, not only in that direction. See, if you have a line segment AB like this, if you extend this line segment in this direction, then also we call it as a ray. Ray is an extension of line segment in only one direction, whereas the line is the extension of line segment in both the directions. See, ray has initial point, whereas it won't have any end point, just like sun rays. See, for the sun rays, they are starting at sun, but there is no end point for the ray. It moves like this. Okay, it moves through the floor, it moves through the water, it moves through the hills, it moves like this. But it starts at sun, so we are calling them as sun rays. So, the initial thing is the line segment, the shortest path from between two fixed points end. If you extend this line segment in two directions, that is a line. If you extend that line segment in only one direction, we call it as ray. And ray is symbolically denoted with a one-sided dot along with one-sided arrow. AB, on that AB we need to, in superfix we need to indicate like this. This is the notation for the line segment, two-sided dots. This is the notation for the line, two-sided arrows. This is the notation for the ray, one-sided dot along with the one-sided arrow. Okay, see, if you observe, this line has two endpoints, starting point as well as the endpoints. Whereas for the line, there are no endpoints. And coming to the ray, it has only one endpoint, that is the starting point, and it won't have the ending point. And another observation here it is, we are able to measure the length of the line segment. This line segment has length, and we are able to measure it using any meter, any scale or like tape. And coming to the line, this line also has length. This is an extension. This line also has length, but we are unable to measure. So we say usually as line has immeasurable length. It has length, but we are not able to measure, so we indicate it as immeasurable length. And coming to ray, ray also has length, but we are unable to measure it because it is extending in one direction. So ray has immeasurable length, line has immeasurable length, line segment has measurable length. Indication of line segment, line as well as ray. On the line as well as on line segment and ray. On all these three items are the collection of points with different types of definitions. Okay, on the plane we have uncountable number of points. On line we have uncountable number of points. On line segment we have uncountable number of points. On ray also we have uncountable number of points. All these things which are on this ray are the points. all these things which are on this line are the points. Okay, so everything is a combination of points. Line segment, ray, plane, triangle, and everything. Every object of geometry is a combination of points. So we treat that point as the undefined term and the basic term of the geometry. Okay, so now this is the class in which we discussed about the space, plane, line segment, line, and ray. And the next session I am going to deal with some other basic terms of geometry and then about the axioms, and we continue like this. So don't forget to subscribe and share this video.